considering a career in the field of EMS? Or maybe you're already an EMT and you would just like to know the difference you can expect in your bank account if you decide to go on and be an EMT paramedic. In this video, I'm gonna break down the difference in pay that you can expect. All right, before we get started, I just want to say a huge thank you. I've had my subscriber count and my overall follower count on Instagram grow quite a bit over the last couple of weeks, and I just want to say thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Stacy. I am a nationally registered paramedic, so thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do that because every single week I come out with a new EMS video. Before we start talking about the different pay rates between EMT Basic and EMT Paramedic, I just want to tell you, if you're looking to find out what the difference between an EMT Basic, Advanced EMT, EMT Paramedic is when it comes to their scope of practice and their skills, be sure to watch this video up here because I dive into just that. All right, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. Do not expect to go into EMS and become rich. It's unrealistic. It's just not gonna happen. First responders are grossly underpaid for the amount of work they do and for the amount of stress they endure. These stats that I'm about to give you are as of 2019, and they are from different EMT Basics and EMT Paramedics submitting their salaries anonymously from all over the United States. Just remember that this constantly changes. Pay rates are always changing based on taxes and cost of living and things like that. This is as of 2019, 2020 may be a totally different story. I don't think it will be, but it may be. They also can be different based on if you work for a fire department that's housed under city or county government as opposed to a private ambulance service. All right, the moment that you guys have all been waiting for. 4,303 EMTs from all over the US submitted their salaries. EMT Basics make between $29,000 and $35,000 a year. Not much for all the hours that you work and everything you go through, but it's pretty realistic. EMT Paramedic, as of 2019, can expect to make between $35,000 and $45,000 a year. Once again, not much money for the amount of work that you do. The thing about the stats that I just gave you is that low amount is them working a ton of overtime. They may make a really low hourly rate, but work a ton of hours, and that's how they're getting $29,000 to $35,000 or $35,000 to $45,000. And once again, you may be a paramedic in the US and you may make $60,000 a year. But let me just say, you aren't the norm. Unfortunately, that's just not typical of this field. Have you been both levels? Have you been an EMT and a paramedic? When you went up between an EMT Basic and a paramedic, what kind of pay difference did you see? Was it $1, $2, $3? Side note, these figures can also change based on your level of experience. So if you are completely inexperienced and you're going into the field, you can expect to make on the lower end of the pay range that your employer offers. But if you're going into the job with experience under your belt and not needing as much direction as someone brand new in the field, then you can probably expect to make the higher end of the pay range that your employer offers. Different areas of the country also pay different just based on cost of living and taxes, etc. So just a little bit of advice from me, and I think there are others out there that would say the same thing. When you're looking for a job in the EMS field, don't solely focus on that hourly rate because there's so much more to it. Yes, your hourly rate is important. How much money you get per paycheck is important, but also think about insurance, good retirement, also good benefits and other financial incentives that your employer may offer. All of these should make up your overall decision of why you're choosing that employer, because you can have a great employer that pays well that gives you no benefits, that doesn't give you insurance or gives you really expensive insurance. Or you could have an employer that doesn't pay you much, but you have great retirement, you have great financial incentives, you're eligible for a raise every year, even if it's a small one. You just have to weigh those pros and cons when you're deciding where you're gonna work. All right, y'all, I am no expert, but I definitely wanted to give you guys an idea of what to expect when you are looking at the different pay rate of EMS. And so I hope this helped a little bit. I've had quite a few few viewer questions lately asking me what the difference between working for a private EMS service and an EMS service that's housed under a fire department. Be sure that you tune in next week because we're gonna dive into the differences. Good luck to all of you preparing to work in the EMS field or those looking to advance. We need hard-working and dedicated individuals that have a passion for this field. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it and sharing it with all of your fellow and aspiring EMS junkies out there. Until next week, guys, bye.